from Cascada Cataratiero in Popayan, Colombia. With these videos, I'm doing what I can for the evolution of human consciousness, and I would appreciate your help to disseminate this important information. Please subscribe and receive the latest videos. Thank you. Unlimited health and wealth for all. This is the mission statement that Dr. Lanctôt posted on the walls of her many medical clinics in Canada and the United States during her practicing years, because she really believed it was possible with the rapid cure advancements. However, as the years went on, she did not see this dream become a reality. Unfortunately, she saw the opposite happening: unlimited sickness and poverty for all. In my previous videos, I mentioned that my awakening started with Michael Rupert, the ex-LAPD officer who, after years of trying to expose the corruption, succumbed to depression and committed suicide. The next person with the greatest influence in my awakening was David Icke. I started reading his book, The Biggest Secret, and that is what allowed me to find the courage to keep looking deeper into the rabbit hole. Through David Icke and other avenues, I heard of Guy, the former Dr. Ghislaine Lanctôt. I read the 2 books she had written by that time in 2003, The Medical Mafia and What the Hell Am I Doing Here Anyway? Self-Fulfillment. When The Medical Mafia first came out, it quickly became a bestseller. Ghislaine traveled for years giving lectures on the evolution of consciousness and self-fulfillment. By 2007, Guy started writing her Personocratia booklet series with Mado. Guy was arrested in early 2008 for failure to file income tax returns and spent 2 months in jail. In 2002, I found Paradigm Education, and by 2003, I signed a contract for hire, believing that this was the loophole available, exempting me from having to pay the slave tax, the income tax. However, I was filing income tax returns of 0 every year for 8 years. Because Guy was arrested and went to jail for failure to file, I was convinced that I would never go to jail, since I was filing. When Guy came out of jail, she wrote Madame Ghis Escape in Prison, and over the next 7 years wrote the 10 Personocratia booklet series with Mado. I was able to reach the level of consciousness that I am at today because of Guy's teachings and Personocratia's booklets. With Guy's permission, I include here what has moved me in the deepest way. Personocratia booklet, Authority Towards Omnipotence. Page 9, Introduction. With this booklet, I wish to claim loud and clear that the solution does exist. It is simple, but demands an unbending will and steady action. The new being, which Guy calls the eidesic being, will emerge from the fusion of the 3 aspects of being: body, soul, and spirit. The success of this fusion is the central purpose of human destiny. It also represents the big secret, the principle of Trinity. Page 83. A race against death. Nowadays, for the first time since the beginning of our physical universe, evolution will be experienced in a totally different way. I, human being of the 21st century, am aware of what is going on. I can choose to give priority to my soul and her evolutionary necessity. My soul urges me to abandon my old life as an improved chimp so that I can dedicate myself entirely to my own evolution. The problem is that I'm still trapped in my old animal survival program. This brings my body to experience illness, old age, and death. Will I be able to delete my body's outdated program before death catches up to me? Is it worth it to put so much effort into transforming myself if I'm doomed to fail and die once more? Even Aurobindo and the Mother, the pioneers of this new consciousness, ended up dying without being able to transform their bodies on time. Indeed, it is a race between transformation and death, an adventure to which each person presently incarnated on Earth is participating, whether she is conscious of it or not. Page 84. An individual transformation. Failure is impossible when my true purpose is experienced. It is the sole reason for my incarnation on earth. Any evolution of consciousness is always a success, whatever the road taken. Aurobindo and the Mother came on earth to anchor the new Idesic consciousness directly in matter, and they succeeded. Both knew that the physical manifestation of the new being on our planet required a critical mass of transformed individuals. That is why they left their physical bodies without being able to transform them totally. To achieve this final transformation was not their purpose. It is ours, today. Let us roll up our sleeves, because time is getting short. Page 85. A rock and roll transition. Personocratia's path exists between two worlds as a pathless path. By becoming Personocratia, I start to lead a strange life that oscillates between two superimposed existences. I am no longer an intelligent animal, the victim of this dictatorial ego, but not yet an unlimited being, incarnated in Idesized matter. Sometimes I feel I stand with a leg on each side of an abyss. I am stuck between both worlds, panting, crushed, hardly breathing. Will I succeed? It is a do or die situation. Page 86. Decide or decease. Once the wall of death is breached, Idessa's original vibration, spirit, can finally fuse with the soul and the body. This is the fusion of spirit and matter, the ultimate aim of evolution since the creation of matter, the Idesic being. Behaving as Personocratia at all times will lead me to this ultimate destination. On one condition, I need to start now and work on this full time. As Jean, Guy's father, often said, the comfort of my buttocks slows down the march of consciousness. Will I need to lose all the comfort to which I am so attached before I dare to jump into the strange world of the new species? Page 88. Cast off the moorings. The past is dying, and the future is being born. S'apprenne, mère l'espèce nouvelle. My physical body is a vessel whose captain is my soul. Only she knows the map to my journey. She knows the location of currents and winds. She can read my position in the great book of stars. The ship holds are full. Departure is imminent. Already the sails are swelling under the salty breeze. The shapely bow is pointing proudly towards the vast expanse. The sea is calm, the sun shining brightly, the gulls silently hovering. Eagle-eyed, the second in charge, has taken the captain's place during the long stopover. He became so worried about a possible storm that he has ordered his mates to tie hundreds of ropes, each bearing a name. Parents, children, family name, coats of arms, family jewels, ancestors, patrimony, photographs, traditions, culture, role, profession, diplomas, reputation, titles, ambitions, dreams, desires, country, homeland, monarchs, religion, spirituality, order, political party, organizations, friends, pets, faith, values, thoughts, ideas, science, laws, army, rights, privileges, historical events, land, house, location, possessions, income, savings, salary, physical appearance, beauty, youth, health. The list is endless. The boat is solidly moored to the dock and cannot move. The two sailors, Emo, the emotional body, and Mesa, the mental body, are impatiently waiting on the bridge, eager for freedom at sea. This stopover has lasted too long. This boat will rot on the spot. What's the use of a sailor's life if it means staying forever in the same port? Such questions run through their minds as they longingly gaze at the peaceful sea. The time of departure has finally come. The captain shouts an order. Cast off the moorings. In earnest, Emo and Mensa Untie the thick ropes, one after the other. The wind suddenly picks up and the waves swell in response. The boat starts to rock dangerously. Its reeling accentuates as new moorings are cast off. Goliath becomes terribly worried, roars counter orders, and runs left and right in an effort to tie the ropes back. Both sailors get exhausted as they alternate between orders of the captain and the second in command. The moorings are tangled. The gulls scream excitedly. The sails slap viciously in the wind. A thunderstorm is fast approaching. There's a sudden rumble of thunder and flashes of lightning streak the black sky. "Let's hurry! Cast this last mooring quickly," orders the captain in a loud voice. "No, let's tie them back and stay here while the storm is raging," begs Goliath, trembling with fear. Emo and Mensa do not know whose orders to follow anymore. They are also scared, but they know that the captain has a lot of experience and knowledge. To see her so calm, standing on the bridge, in the midst of the storm, reassures them. There's a single mooring left, the thickest one, bearing in bloody letters the inscription, "I would rather die than..." The boat rocks, reels, and emits alarming cracks. Time is of the essence. Simultaneously, both sailors raise their axes and sever the thick rope. The boat literally jumps forward. Goliath, destabilized, goes over the edge and disappears under the foam. The boat takes off at top speed towards the open sea. The thunderstorm has already passed. Waves lovingly lick the wooden hull, and sails sing in the wind. The infinite ocean extends as far as the eye can see, brimming with promises and mysterious adventures. Another world awaits, far on the horizon. The sweet breeze carries the flavor of freedom. This chart of the big picture of the evolution of human consciousness is the tool that Guy created to help us understand humanity's purpose. Dr. Lanctôt revealed the well-guarded secrets of vaccines in the medical mafia, as well as many other facts about the medical system. However, she lost her license to practice medicine because she dared to touch the vaccine topic. Today, here we are with the end game unfolding. Guy confirms, yes, there is a solution. Please go into action now and make the choice between listening to your ego mind and the external authorities or listening to your soul, the internal authority. The coronavirus pandemic is a psychological force that's being used to enslave humanity completely at every possible level through technocracy. Will you choose not to participate or simply acquiesce to total slavery? There is no government solution. We must first remember who we are and then understand that we are doing here on Earth specifically right now. Please hit the like button, share this information, and join us in this adventure. I wish to be part of creating self-sustainable small communities. I was blessed with time and created this new life outside of the totalitarian control system. I do not have answers for what you need to do, but I wish to share it in whatever way I can. If you have any suggestions, please contact me. My contact information is below. Assistance with farmland purchases in Colombia and Ecuador. Agricultural land is a wise investment and still very economical in these countries. Long-term stay at a Colombian farm, 120 USD per week, 420 USD per month. Spanish lessons. Choose Consciousness workshop at Cada Café Retiro in English, Spanish, and French. Dental treatment of high quality, up to 75% savings in Colombia, and migraine treatment with NTI dental appliance. Infinite love.